Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a corridor and a surface from that corridor. And just as a reminder, a few things that we need is our existing ground as a target. I have an alignment, this green line, and I turn off the grid so you can see better. But here's my proposed alignment, and here's my existing ground alignment. My proposed is where my corridor is going to follow. And the last thing we need is a assembly. Right now I have nothing attached to my assembly, so I need to add some sub-assemblies. So for that one, over here in the palettes, I'm going to open the tools palette. And in here we have quite a few different sub-assemblies. For this one, I'm just going to go to lanes. Actually, let's just add a basic lane, sub-assembly lane. So I'm going to pick my basic lane, and this other panorama window comes up. What side is it going to go on? By default, it comes in the right. Once you use it, it stays to the last one you use. Your width is automatically 12 inches, depth of 0.67 feet, and the slope of 2%. Those are just some of the basic guidelines for roads. So I'm going to leave it everything as is. I'm going to zoom in into my assembly, and I'm going to click the right side. And there's my basic lane. Now I'm going to switch to the left side. And I have my basic lane. Now escape, and I'm out of the command. So now with this by itself, I could just start doing my own corridor, but I'm going to add a curb and gutter to both sides. Again, I'm going to start on the left side, so I'm going to place it. I'm going to switch to my right side. And there is my sub-assembly completed. Or my assembly with my sub-assemblies completed. So remember, we need an existing ground, we need a profile, we need an alignment, we need a proposed profile, and an assembly with sub-assemblies. So now I can create my corridor. For that, I'm going to go to the Home tab, Create, Design, Corridor, and I'm going to call it New Road. You can call it, whatever you desire. Anyways, my alignment, and it says, once I select my alignment, it's asking me now what profile I want to use. And I want to use my new road. I'm going to press enter. And assembly, new road. I'm going to tell it OK. And this other window comes up, this panorama window comes up. Everything else is already, I'm going from the beginning to the end of my alignment. Every 25 feet is adding an increment of where it turns or a line. I want to double check my targets. So for that, I'm going to set all targets. I'm going to apply, and I'm going to tell it to mark the corridor out of date. The difference between that and rebuilding it is that I will have to wait. And so now I can do the same thing. It's going to ask me. So now I'm going to rebuild my corridor. And here it is, my corridor. I'm going to go to Object Viewer. And there you have it. And you can see that I have the 2 lanes and the gutter, curb and gutter on each side. Now, I want to create a surface for this road. So I'm going to go to corridor and expand that. New road, right click, and go to properties. I'm going to go to surface. I'm going to click the first option, create a corridor surface. And I want all links. And I'm going to go down this list and add each code. And I can either add them as a break line or add them as is. I'm going to do apply this time because I have one more thing that I want to do. I'm going to go to boundaries and I have one new road surface. I'm going to right click and I'm going to tell it to add the corridor extends as the outer boundary so I don't have to create one. Changing my name, and I'll tell it OK and reveal my corridor. Now when I expand my surfaces, I can see my EG and my new road. Now I could create some sample lines. So you can see that there's my road and my existing graph. Now I can go to my layout and create my drawings from there.